Welcome to the channel, guys. I got a 2019 Polaris Ranger Crew Cab XP1000, and I'm gonna show you what the problems I was having. It was hard to crank. It was just turning over. It was like it was getting fuel, but it was slow. And also my fuel gauge was also, it was always reading low fuel. So I'm gonna show you that and show you what we did to fix it. Stay tuned. I know it's not low fuel, so I'm thinking it's the sensor, fuel gauge sensor, which is on the fuel pump, I believe. And also sometimes we have a hard time cranking it. Yeah, I didn't want to. So, show you guys how to replace this fuel pump. Real quick to show you guys. This is the new fuel pump. I'll open this up and show you where it is and how to install it. So the location. Obviously that's where you put your gas in, so the fuel tank's right there. You're not gonna be able to get to it from lifting up the bed. You can see it from here, and this will allow you to get access to that wire a little bit better. But the real point of access is underneath this seat on the driver's side, and that's what we're looking at right now. So I'm gonna let all this dry off. I've been washing the mud off and getting it clean. Let it all dry, and I'll come back and we'll replace it. All right, guys, so we located it, cleaned it off, it's dry. And now we're gonna pull this one out and put a new one in. So one of the first things you're gonna do is get to this plug. You can either get to the back side like I showed you earlier, or see if I can zoom in for you. Right here. And it's just got a little tab. Let's see if I might get to it from the back side. I might have to get my hand in here. This wire and this plug, just got a little tab on it. I'll see if I can't zoom in. See this little tab? Lift up on that. Should wiggle her out. So that's the plug, the electrical plug. Now, like I said, I accessed that from the back side just because it was a little easier for me. Now on the front side here, guys, see if I can zoom in for you. This is the fuel line. So it's going to take the fuel, send it out, but in order to get this off, you got to pull this little blue tab. Just a little locking mechanism. Might have to get it from both sides. Might be easier, just my fingers. It is. Sorry guys, trying to hold the camera and do this at the same time. So you're gonna pull that out. That's all it does, just clicks in. Back out here. Then we just gotta get this fuel line off. just pushing it off of the flathead. Let's see if I zoom in. I'm going real slow and pushing it off. There we go. So now the fuel line's off and the electrical connector's out. Next thing is this ring. And all I'm going to do is take this flathead, angle it on one of the ridges, small hammer, and tap it around. Before I take it off all the way, I'm gonna get some compressed air and just blow some of this dust out, some of this dried on dirt. Go ahead and get that before I take it all the way off. I don't want any of that stuff getting in my fuel tank. Still kind of tight. Let's see if we can get it now. Okay. You don't want anything to go in your fuel tank. So now the ring's off. This whole assembly just comes out. I'm trying to do it without taking this off if I can get it here at an angle. Got a seal down here as well. What we got, guys. Alright, so here's the one we took out. This is the new one. I just put this O-ring on. It comes with a new O-ring, comes with a new ring. And you're gonna have to install the floater mechanism. This is for your fuel gauge on your dash. I'm going to go ahead and take this off and install it. I'm just going to use the old one as a reference. So it should go something like that. I'll leave right there for reference. This is the new one. And just snaps in that little plastic clip. Just like that. All right, so we got the sensor floater on there. We got the new O-ring on there. And just reverse the procedure. We're going to go back to the fuel tank, install this with the new ring. I'm going to go ahead and take this. I'll take this off when I get on there. When I get it all in there, I don't want anything to get in there. Back at the tank. This is the new ring. Let's set that one out of the way. See if I can get this back in position. Just like so. It was like that. So now I'm gonna put the ring on. Move this fuel on. We got a gasket on there, so I'm thinking this don't need to be super tight, but I don't want it to, I don't want anything to happen, so I'm just gonna give it a couple. Just to cinch her down a little bit. Okay. Now what we got to do, plug it back in and hook our fuel line up. So I'm already here. I'm going to go ahead and hook the fuel line up. I don't want to lose that. I'm gonna go around to the back side so I can push it. I'm gonna leave you guys right here so you can see. Push the little tab back on. Like that. And then I'm going to go to the back, plug this in. Actually, I might be able to get here. No, I ain't got much room, guys. I'm going to go to the back and plug that in. I didn't have much room to film while I was working it, as you can see here, but I know the camera's not focused. There it goes. But I got it plugged in. So it's all back together. Fuel line's hooked up, it's plugged in. See if she works. I'm hoping she does. Still says low fuel. Took a little while to get her primed up, but she fired up and my fuel gauge seems to be working now. See how she does. Give her a second. Oh yeah. New fuel pump. What do you think, Rambo? Think we got it, boy? As usual, guys, thanks for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. We got it working.